Have you ever wondered what price a human soul, or a destiny, could fetch? What if I told you there was a woman so cunning, so desperate for wealth, that she sold her husband's destiny for a handful of gold? Yes, his very future, gone, all because of her greed. Tonight, I will tell you the story that villages still whisper about, a tale of betrayal, magic, and a curse that refused to die. Stay with me, for the moment you hear this story, you may never look at the ones you love the same way again. Long ago, in a village tucked between the hills and the whispering forest, lived a humble man named Adeola. He was kind, hardworking, and loved by all, except for one person. His wife, Abani, was beautiful, clever, but her heart was restless. The village elders spoke often of destiny, of the path each person was born to walk. And Adeola's destiny, they said, was extraordinary. He was meant for greatness, wealth, power, respect, even miracles. But Abani, she could not bear to remain in the shadow of her husband's future. One night, under a full moon, she walked into the forest to meet someone forbidden. The air was thick with mist, and the trees seemed to whisper secrets only the foolish dared hear. Abani approached a hidden shrine, a place where no villager dared step. There the spirit of greed waited, shimmering with a dark promise. "Bring me his fate," it hissed. "Bring me his future, and I will give you gold beyond your wildest dreams." Abani's hands trembled, not with fear, but with anticipation. The gold she imagined, the comfort, the admiration, it called to her louder than the voice of her conscience. And so, she took it. She poured her love for power into the ritual, unknowingly binding her husband's destiny to the spirit of greed. With each chant, the gold multiplied in her hands. But so did the darkness around her home. The next morning, the village awoke to whispers. Adeola, once cheerful and strong, now felt a heaviness he could not explain. Opportunities vanished. Friends turned distant. Even the river seemed to mock him with its relentless flow, always moving, never bringing him what he sought. Abani, meanwhile, bathed in her gold, laughed, thinking she had won. But gold bought nothing that mattered. And the spirit? Oh, the spirit was patient. Weeks passed. Months. Abani's beauty began to fade. Her laughter sounded hollow. And the villagers began to notice. Shadows followed her wherever she went. Every attempt to enjoy her riches ended in disaster. Silver turned to dust, food rotted in her hands, and her nights were filled with whispers. "Your husband's destiny, your husband's destiny." Adeola, unaware of the dark ritual, began to suffer. Doors slammed shut in his path. Crops withered. Dreams that once felt alive now crushed him with despair. And then, the whispers reached him. He could hear them at night. "Your destiny has been stolen. Return it, or perish." Adeola, driven by desperation and sorrow, sought the village oracle. The oracle's eyes widened in horror as she revealed the truth. "Abani sold your destiny to the dark spirit. Only the one who made the bargain can undo it." Confrontation followed. Abani's eyes were cold. She admitted it. The village gasped as the husband faced a choice no man should ever face. To forgive and save her, risking his remaining future, or walk away, leaving her to the darkness she had summoned. In the dead of night, Adeola returned to the shrine. With courage he didn't know he possessed, he offered himself to the spirit. Not for gold, not for power, but for justice and redemption. The spirit's laughter echoed. "Are you willing to pay the price?" Adeola nodded. A firestorm of wind, whispers, and gold swirled around them. When it cleared, Adeola stood alone, stronger, wiser. Abani, she was gone. Some say she was taken by the spirit, lost forever in the shadows of greed. Others say her soul wanders, forever searching for what she sold. And to this day, villagers warn, never betray a destiny that is not yours to own, or you may lose more than you ever imagined. So, my friends, ask yourself tonight, if you could take someone else's destiny, would you? Would you risk everything for gold? Remember, destiny is sacred, and some stories are not finished until the last soul pays the price. If you dare, come back tomorrow. The next tale may be even darker, and even closer to home. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.